thought doing a Reiki video show would be a great way to introduce many different people to Reiki. So we have here Joey, who has never heard of Reiki before today, who has volunteered to come and be our guinea pig for today's
Thanks for having
expedition.
me. Thanks.
You're welcome. So Reiki originally comes from Japan. It's a form of hands-on healing. The hands are either placed on or above the body. You have an aura. So it's sort of based on a lot the same kind of technology that martial artists use, where they're actually using the ki to do movements and so forth. Only here we're using that ki energy for healing. It originally comes from Japan around the 1920s, and it's nice because you don't have to, the person's body governs what happens. And so basically if you have areas on your body where you don't have enough ki, it will put ki into your body, and if you have areas where the ki is blocked, we will then pull the energy out. I'm also sort of a researcher with a Reiki, so in addition to doing a lot of the traditional hands-on hand placement positions, I also do a lot more work with some of the techniques I've developed. I've got a technique I use with headaches and migraines. I've got about an 80% success rate in getting rid of headaches. Very good with long-term joint pain. I work with a lot of people who've had injuries. And if nothing else works, try the Reiki. Reiki works on so many different things, so variably. It doesn't always make sense to sort of say Reiki will work on this and not this. You almost have to try it on different things and see what happens. So.
Sounds cool.
How can I make your life more wonderful today?
Well, for about 4 months I've had this cough in my throat, and I'm not allergic to anything, and I don't know where it's coming from, and it's been really bothering me lately. And also my rotator cuff over here, when I work out, it's just, I can feel a lot of pain, like right over here where it connects, and I'm just really annoyed by it. And
I can understand why.
Yeah. So the coughing and the rotator cuff are my two main concerns.
How about emotional stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm a pretty emotional person.
Okay. Anything happened starting around 4 months ago that's been stressful?
I just moved to California.
So are you finding this are you finding California stressful?
California's a little stressful, yeah. I'm from New York too, so I don't know.
Okay.
But California is, I'm trying to...
So there may be some connection between your body handling stress and the stuff going on with you too.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Cool.
So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you lie down on the table.
Okay.
A lot of the stuff, you can either have your eyes open or closed, whatever makes you comfortable. Most people will do it with their eyes closed. Normally we use pretty music, but for today we're just going to do it silent. And I will move my hands over you, sort of like this.
Okay.
And basically I'm looking for areas of heat or cold or vibration that feel different. And when I find something, like this one I have right here in your throat, it feels kind of prickly to my touch, then I'm going to try and lift that out. And actually it almost feels like you have an energy disc going from the front and the back.
Okay.
And so I'm going to try and I'll actually even do a little bit of that right here. Some people can feel this, some people can't. It depends on whether you're hooked into that level. There we go.
I feel it around my neck right now.
Excellent. Yeah, feel free to tell me anything, your sensations you get. But it's like there's an energy block here. Around the throat usually has to do with communication as well.
I can understand that.
You're feeling unheard.
Nobody understands me.
Nobody understands. Well, the body is annoyingly metaphorical, and so a lot of times places things like, oh, nobody understands, it just makes sense that will go into the heart and here. Life being a pain in the neck often goes into the neck.
Yeah.
Or if you're feeling unsupported in life, it often goes into the lower back issues. And
Sometimes
so
I feel like I don't say what I want to say. This
Uh-huh.
probably has something to do with it too, actually.
And one of the nice things about Reiki is it treats all levels of reality as if they're the same. So it doesn't differentiate between physical problems and emotional stuff. You just release it, and then it works. So we'll just see what happens.
Nice. Cool. Thanks.
Okay.
Let's do it.